Let's do some menstrual cycle journaling today. Menstrual cycle journaling is such a beautiful way to connect to your body, to connect to the cyclical nature that we have as women, as humans as well, but particularly as women. If you don't have a natural cycle or you don't bleed at all anymore, what you can do is follow the phases of the moon and use that as a connection or a way to connect to the cycles that also exist within us. I haven't told you this before because I didn't want to overwhelm you, but whenever I journal, I always start by writing the date, the moon phase, and my cycle day at the very top. So I'm going to write Friday, 29th of Jan. It's full moon in Leo right now. Obviously not when you're watching this. And my cycle day, I just write day 8 because it's the 8th day of my cycle. The first day is the first day of our bleed. But if you're working with the moon, then the first day is the new moon. We're at full moon, so it's about halfway now. We're like day 14. It's really good to actually do this menstrual cycle check-in journaling at bedtime at the end of the day, so you can reflect back at what has happened throughout the course of the day. Then you have a really good, clear idea of how you've been feeling and what's been coming up for you. So very first question, I'm not going to time this because it's not going to take you long, is what cycle day is it? What cycle day is it? So for me, it's day 8. I've already written that. Then the second question is, how do I feel physically? Because I'm on day 8, this is usually where I have quite a lot of energy. I feel quite strong. I feel quite vibrant. I've already exercised quite a lot today, and that feels really good. So I can talk about, or I can write about how I feel physically. And I notice, because I write this in the menstrual cycle journaling practice I'm teaching right now, it's something that I incorporate into my day-to-day journaling as a practice, as just a base level foundational part of what I write about. So this is a really, really useful thing to integrate into your daily journaling in general. And you don't have to write the question every time. After a while it becomes really simple, like I already wrote day 8 at the top, then I'll write I feel. So let's take a minute, just 1 minute, to write about how we feel physically. And begin. About 10 seconds. All right, the next question is, how do I feel mentally? And this is a general rule for me. I write I feel almost every time I start journaling at the very beginning, and I'll speak to how I feel physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, which is what we're going to go through in a moment. So 1 minute, how do I feel mentally? 10 seconds. Okay, third question. How do I feel energetically? So that's like the vibes, the energy that's around you. Is it positive? Is it optimistic? Is it introspective? Are you feeling sensitive? How are you feeling energetically? What's coming through you? Let's begin. 1 minute. Sometimes I need to take a moment and just breathe and feel into my body to get the answer, because these questions, they're to be answered in an embodied way. It's not about intellectualizing them. I want you to approach all of these practices from an intuitive stream of consciousness, free writing approach. Even though I'm giving you quite specific prompts, allow what wants to come through to come through. The prompts are here to help and guide you, not to force you into a box. Got 10 seconds left. Great. Fifth question. What is my body telling me? And this is such an important one, to connect back into our bodies, especially in conjunction with our menstrual cycles or our cyclical nature. Our bodies are the conduit and the messenger for everything. I think we've forgotten in our society just how important our bodies are, much more so than the mind. So, what is your body telling you? 1 minute. Ten seconds. Okay, well done. We have one more question. This question is obviously going to be my favorite. What is my intuition telling me? Your deep inner knowing always carries messages for us, especially when we're in tune with our cycle and the way that our bodies and hormones change throughout the weeks and the days and the months, obviously. Our intuition allows us to connect to something deeper. So what is your intuition telling you? You've got 1 minute. Sometimes the intuition's messages are just so obvious and simple, and yet we still need to hear them. What I just wrote, what came through for me, also you've got 10 seconds left, is that love is always the way. Kindness, love and compassion, let those lead. And I know it, but that doesn't mean I don't need the reminder. Alright, well done. As always, I like to leave you with a magic bonus question. And today's magic bonus question is, what do I need right now? What do you need right now?